MUKHTIKOPANISHAD. It starts with the famous Shanti Pada, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is a very important Upanishad which, as its name suggests, speaks volumes on mukti or salvation. When we study the great teachers, we understand that they resort to something like a Socratic method of teaching, questions and answers. And for Socrates, answers were not at all important, the questions were important. So we find Jesus Christ using this method very effectively. They always find some disciples to ask questions and then they satisfy them with their answers. Sri Buddha, he taught his disciples. Many of the ancient religious founders and fathers of philosophy, they have been using this method. And in several Upanishads we have seen that great teachers answering their disciples, as we have seen in Prasana Upanishad. Pippalada Muni was answering questions from 6 of his disciples. So this MUKHTIKOPANISHAD is also in the same line. Here the teacher is Sri Rama himself and the disciple is Hanuman. So this is in the form of a dialogue between Sri Rama and Hanuman. And Hanuman comes with 2 very pertinent questions. First, he wants to understand the real nature of Sri Rama himself for his deliverance. And then he wants to know the easiest method for his mukti or salvation. Everybody thinks like that. So we are after the easiest method for deliverance or salvation. That's usual for anyone to think like that. So Hanuman approaches Sri Rama and he says, Hey Rekusha Sreshta, I bow down before you again. I would like to know about your real nature for my deliverance. I want to know about the easiest method of freeing myself from this worldly bondage. Kindly advise me. And then comes the following stanza. Sri Rama gives this answer. Sadhu pushtam mahabaho vadami srinu tattvataha vedante supradishtoham vedandam samupasrayaha. So he says, for these 2 questions, the answer is nothing but Vedanta. So Hanuman is not satisfied. He is like any other very inquisitive students. And when Sri Rama says, but Sri Rama acclaims or accepts this as the most important question and says, I will divulge you the ultimate secret. And this is the secret. I am immersed in Vedanta. You have to depend fully on Vedanta. And Hanuman is asking again. He wants to know the intricacies, the implied meaning or the innate or the hidden truths of Vedanta. And Sri Rama explains to him about the importance of Vedanta. He says, Vedantas are so vast. They have originated from my breath itself. It is just like the oil seed, the oil in sesame seed. Just like the oil in any seed, Vedanta is in my breath, says Sri Rama. Then Hanuman asks about the number of Vedas or Vedas and its branches. its ramifications. And Sri Rama says there are 4 Vedas and several branches for the same, which include so many Upanishads. So Upanishads, we have to understand that these are the branches, the offshoots of Vedas. Rig Veda, the oldest one, that is the oldest written book in the world, Rig Veda. Rig Veda has 21 chapters, and Yajurveda contains 109 subsections. Samaveda has 1000 divisions, and Atharva Veda has 50 branches. So each of these branches has one Upanishad. So we can imagine the number of Upanishads, but the pity is that we have lost most of these. Now we have only 108 Upanishads readily available, but some say we have about 200 Upanishads are available. But actually there were about 1150 or so Upanishads, but everything was lost. We have to be so grateful to the Western Pandits like Max Muller and Schopenhauer and Arg and so many learned people who came to India, and they gave their whole life for compilation and the study of all these. But it is a real pity that we have lost the great Indian lore, which would have been tools for revolutionizing the whole world. It would have been so helpful for the spiritual reformation of the whole world. But anyway, Sri Rama continues and he says, one who studies any of these Upanishads, any one of these, will attain Sayujya or Moksha, which is even beyond the reach of so many sages. So MUKHTIKOPANISHAD, this is only the first part of it, but it gives us so many important lessons about mukti or salvation.